Appearance on Dion's Daily Dose does not imply endorsement from or by any candidate or guest. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed by Dion Bergeron or Dion's Daily Dose are his own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of any guest. Material and information presented is for general information purposes only. The Dion's Daily Dose name in all forms and abbreviations are the property of its owners, and its use does not imply endorsement of or opposition to any specific organization, product, or service. If you'd like to support the show, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/Dion's Daily Dose.
Hello, everybody. Fix my camera here. All right. Must have bumped it earlier. Okay, so welcome, of course, to Dion's Daily Dose, which I'm going to be changing the name because I don't do a daily anymore. There's no real reason to. I'll admit I like the name. I've gotten attached to it. But there are some, I think, better ideas out there. Let me know. I really wanted to keep the Triple D theme. It works. Triple D, right? What's up, man? So I'd like to stick with that. There's like, Dion's Digital Dose, maybe. There's all kinds of ideas. Let me know what you think. The one that I'm, for now, let me fix my light. There we go. I think this, maybe one more up. I got some crazy stories for you today. I don't know if you've seen this one. I just heard about it, but apparently it's been going around for a little bit. Hey, good. Hey, man, good to see you. It's this crazy bill in Illinois, and it redefines woke. Like, redefines. It's absolutely insane. Let me show you what I mean. Make sure I get the right one here. Nope. There it is. Okay. So, absolutely nuts. Let me make sure I get my audio here for you so that you can hear it. And here we go. Just wow.
Up in Illinois and District 214, I got an anonymous email from a teacher around there, and it turns out it's more than District 214. And I will not say this teacher's name because they'll probably, I don't know if they're allowed to get fired because they have tenure, but they were alerting us to what was happening in the state of Illinois. I said, Isabel, research this, as she's kind of our campus investigative correspondent. And by the way, if anyone's watching from the Chicagoland area or Illinois area, please email me, freedom@charliekirk.com. because your mind has got to get blown.
You guys are not going to believe what is going on in Illinois right now. Shocking that I have to say that. It's that bad, you guys. It's beyond your wildest belief.
I'm only peripherally aware of this, so please go ahead.
So recently, the Illinois State Board of Education approved this new rule for statewide curriculum mandates called the Culturally Responsive Teaching and Leading Standards. And right now, it's pending before the Illinois General Assembly and will be voted on February 16th. To put into all curriculum for K through 12 schools in Illinois. But essentially, it's a new law that forces teachers to, in their words, embrace and encourage progressive viewpoints and perspectives. That's, fancy buzzwords, but what does that actually mean? Essentially, teachers are mandated by law to discuss current political controversies in class. They have to organize what they call action civics, which are field trips, student protests, lobbying expeditions on behalf of causes like gun control or the Green New Deal. They have to admit that there's unlimited numbers of genders and prioritize representation in the classroom.
This is in a state legislative bill.
State legislative bill. And they're doing everything they can to bring this to the national level and essentially implement it as part of Common Core for all public schools nationwide. This is in addition to critical race theory, which is already a problem in Chicago.
Oh, it's terrible.
If you guys aren't familiar with the 1619 Project from the New York Times, that's among the most woke curriculum you could possibly imagine, but that's already been implemented to all Chicago public schools. So this is in addition to that reality.
This is statewide stuff, though.
And this would be statewide for the state of Illinois.
14. This would be in District 211. This would be all across the state of Illinois.
And you might ask, what happens if a teacher, a bold, brave teacher
Yes,
who's
tell me about
rational,
that.
says no? They get their teaching license taken away permanently. They have no opportunity to practice what they love.
So
They
have
can't
to
be in the
talk
classroom
about
with students.
current events.
Current political controversies, not
Yeah, it's not just current events. It is, they have to talk about current political controversies, whatever that's supposed to mean. And they have to actually organize, essentially, the students to stand up for what the teacher believes in. It's not about the students, of course, because let's face it, these young minds can be twisted and filled with whatever the teachers want. We already have an overabundance of politicization in our classrooms, and now they're being forced to take it to the next level. Absolutely insane, mind-boggling. And they want to take it to the federal, countrywide level. It isn't enough to destroy the schools in Illinois. Of course, they want to destroy the schools everywhere. That's just one. Let me show you something incredibly disturbing. This is very, very interesting. Let me show you. The United Nations is currently hiring a political affairs officer at the United Nations Office for Disarmament Affairs. The United Nations Office for Disarmament Affairs. I quickly summarize. This position is located in the Conventional Arms Branch of the United Nations Office for Disarmament Affairs, CAB/UNODA. The political affairs officer will report to the Deputy Chief of Branch. For more information, please refer to this. Within delegated authority, the political affairs officer will be responsible for the following duties: gathers, selects, and analyzes information contained in communications and publications received from different sources, including the press. Maintains up-to-date knowledge of events relating to political issues in general and in particular as they affect the countries and thematic disarmament mandates for which the staff member is responsible. Keeps abreast of latest trends and developments in the area of disarmament and provides inputs on issues to senior officials and colleagues in the Secretariat. Monitors national and regional level political developments and provides advice to senior officials in regional centers, etc., etc., etc. You're more than welcome to go look this up, but apparently it pays anywhere from $48,000 to $150,000 a year, and you'll be working for the United Nations Office of Disarmament Affairs. Basically, you're going to keep track of politics. You're going to report to your boss there and tell them this country's ripe for disarmament. I want to show you something. And I'm right there with MAGA Matt here. How about the teachers just teach curriculum? The sad part is they're trying to make this part of the curriculum in our schools. There was a thing that happened in Michigan City with the fire department. And they called the Indiana State Police, and for months, because this happened, I think, in November 5th, we've been wondering what happened, what's going on. Finally have an update for you. This was sent to me by Jack. Jack, I appreciate it. Thank you. So here we go. Indiana State Police update. 3 off-duty Michigan City firefighters facing charges. LaPorte County. On Friday, February 5th, charges were filed in LaPorte County against 3 Michigan City Fire Department members. The charges are a result of an investigation which started in November 2020 by the Indiana State Police District 13 Criminal Investigations Division. The investigation was in relation to a gathering of individuals at a residence in Michigan City on November 5th, 2020, and included off-duty Michigan City firefighters. The Michigan City Police Department requested the Indiana State Police investigate the incident after an initial report was taken by their agency. I don't blame them because I don't think I would want to investigate local people either. Fire department and police department, they have that friendly rivalry going. But the individuals to be charged include Scott Kalitha, battery resulting in serious bodily injury, level 5 felony, and strangulation, level 6 felony. 2, Brad Craybaum, battery resulting in serious bodily injury, level 5 felony. And Austin Swistick, obscene performance, class A misdemeanor in battery, class B misdemeanor. All persons named in this release are presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty in court. All charges mentioned are merely accusations. Actual charges will be determined by the LaPorte County Prosecutor's Office. Now, I still don't know exactly what happened, but based on this, it sounds like some crazy stuff kicked off at a gathering that happened November 5th. And man, those are some pretty tough charges. I hope everything works out. I hope no one was seriously injured. This is all the information that we have at this time. Perhaps people that are more intimately familiar with the case may know more. Let me know. I'm nosy. And Matt, you bring up a great point. 10 more years, and I think you're right. Sex ed will be hands-on. If you look at what's going on in Europe, they're actually and they're trying to make it in some of the more liberal parts here, New Jersey, California, stuff like that, where they are actually teaching children how to masturbate. It's sick. It's absolutely demented, and there's no reason for that to be in our schools whatsoever. Walter, you're absolutely right. This isn't the United States anymore. We have watched and it's just in the last really couple of decades. You know what I think, though? I'm going to be honest with you. I think this has always been this way. It was just more of an undercurrent. I think that Donald Trump just brought it out, just showed us what has been going on for many years. We're just a lot more aware of it now, thanks to Trump. For all of the things that he is and all the things that he's not, he never had a problem calling out the BS and telling people, hey, look, these people are doing this, these people are doing that. And it's made it a lot easier to see what's really going on and helping to pay attention. So I got a question for all of you, a little bit less serious here. My wife and I, we didn't get a chance to celebrate our 10th anniversary. COVID had really produced the lockdown, right? Last March. So we didn't get to go do anything. We were like, okay, well, we'll do something next year. So it was our 10th anniversary last year. This year it'll be 10 plus 1. But what's you guys' best anniversary memory? Looking for ideas. What would you do? Forget the lockdowns and stuff. Just give me your ideas. If I can't do it, whatever. What is a good? Here's the thing, right? We can go to a nice hotel or whatever, but we were kind of thinking we were going to go to New Orleans, and it's just a lot of a driving. We can't take a whole week. We can take like an extended weekend maybe. We do have teenagers that should not be trusted here by themselves for extended periods, but something that we can get to within, I don't know, maybe like 8 hours or so of driving. I don't really want to fly. It's only a matter of time before they start requiring vaccinations before you fly anyway. And like my mom used to say, ain't gonna happen, Captain, not on this ship. I am not getting vaccinated. That's not a bad idea. Navy Pier. It's been a while, since we've been to Navy Pier. Sybaris is good. Keep the Niagara Falls 6 hours away. Okay. All right. Yeah. Niagara Falls isn't too bad. That's only 6 hours. Well, we might do something like that. There are no shortage of like regular places that you can go. Like we even tossed around, go into like Branson, Missouri or something like that. But I kind of want something that's going to be kind of some breathing room, away from the kids just for the weekend, away from the hassles, and give us a little bit of breathing breathing room. I actually brought up, Matt says there's caves down south. I was going to go to Mammoth Cave. I was like, you want to go, down there, but it isn't. I don't know if that's just like a vacation kind of thing or anniversary thing. I think Niagara Falls would be nice. Navy Pier is also a good one, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't want to go to Chicago at all. Nowhere near it. The laws there. Forget the political climate. Forget the craziness and all of that. Just the laws there regarding concealed carry reciprocity. Yes, I have a concealed carry, license to carry from Indiana, and Illinois doesn't recognize it. So you have to be really careful when you go to Illinois. As far as the laws go, you can't exit your vehicle with your weapon and all that stuff. It's just not worth it to me. When they start getting better laws, then we'll see. Let's see. He says really cool cabins at Tippecanoe State Park, tubing down the river, horseback riding. Yeah, that's interesting. We might come up with something like that. Let me know though what you guys think about the rebranding. Obviously, like I said, Daily doesn't really fit anymore, but I'm not necessarily opposed to just keeping the name, but I think I can do better. Amish Inn and Napanee. I heard Amish Acres, they sold it. Gatlinburg is also an idea, although kind of a drive. We actually have my mother-in-law and father-in-law. Well, my father-in-law and his wife, step mom to my wife, live down in Tennessee, not too far from Gatlinburg. The problem is when we go down there, they always want us to stay with them, and I don't like staying there. I'll be honest. I don't mind getting a hotel, but there's not much to do right where they are. You got to go over to Gatlinburg, and then that's a good time. We went to Gatlinburg when we were there last time a few years ago, and it wasn't bad. Walter says new owner, they're open. Okay, all right, cool, yeah. We might check out Amish Acres then. I want to do something cool. Gun range 5 minutes away to Winnemac. There you go. Something that would be a little fun, a little interesting. Something that we can kind of just forget about all the crap for just a long weekend. Keep the ideas coming. We'll run them by her. She's not your typical. She's not your typical anything, but especially when it comes to things like anniversaries and traditionally romantic type deals, a lot more of a hands-on, let's go do something fun kind of a thing. Oh God. Yeah, no. Vegas isn't really my thing. I'll be honest, I don't even really get into going to the casinos around here. I mean, we have Blue Chip, we have Four Winds, we've got a couple more, and they're just not. I don't understand. I get how people could be into that, but I'm just not. It's not my thing. And just so you know, the reason I know you've noticed, like when I bump the table, the thing shakes. This setup, I'm gonna be honest, man. I hate this desk. I hate this desk. I gave my wife her desk back, and I got this desk. And the monitors, the way that I have them set up, they're resting like there's a thing that kind of separates the desk. It's a 3-piece desk, and the monitor sits on it. It's very unstable, and it drives me nuts. I think I'm gonna get maybe like a wall mounted shelf for the monitor. Put the monitor up on the shelf there and there. I think that'll be better. And then when I get a third monitor, then maybe I can figure something else out. But for right now, the two's enough. I just got to figure something out because it's very unstable. As you can see, it rocks. I hate it. You know, yeah, Mackinac Island. She was actually talking about Mackinac Island and up in UP via Yoper. Hey, Tammy, that's something that we had kind of tossed around. She's like, I think you'd hate it because you have to leave your vehicle and you can't drive. And I was like, here's the thing though, right? Ordinarily, I don't like going places unless I have my vehicle. That way I'm not stuck anywhere. I can go. That's why I'll generally like meet people somewhere so I can leave whenever I want. I hate relying on other people to be when it's time to go kind of thing. Can we leave yet? Can we leave yet? But I don't think I'd mind because there's stuff to do there. It's generally kind of small. You can go to various places and whatnot. I think it'd be interesting. The only problem is it's in March and it would be, I think, really freaking cold in that area. And it's going to be cold here, so I can only imagine what up in the UP would be like. I don't know, but I'm thinking about some of these ideas that you guys gave me. Well, I'll run them by her, see what she thinks. I'll let you know. Probably sure we'll take some pictures. When we went to Gatlinburg before, when we were on our way back, we went to Rock Falls, I think it's called. It's this huge cavern, and got some pictures from there. The only thing is, if you go there, you have to be careful because there's some kind of content in the water that comes off the falls. And my wife got a little on her phone, and it actually ate the edge of her screen. Like it was weird. She had to end up getting a new phone. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. Something like that. I think some grand experience. Maybe I was like, "You want to go skydiving?" She's like, "No, not really." Maybe take the zip line down into the middle of nowhere or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. It's a little chilly to go tubing. That's the thing, and that was the other thing I was talking to her about. I was like, we could like put it off until it's nicer weather, but then it's kind of the same thing that happened last year is, well, put it off until the next one and then the next one. And it just, I mean, that's a good point too. That was the other part. I'm like, why would I want to go and put money into the coffers of Whitmer? Starved Rock. Where is that at? Where is Starved Rock at, Walter? I really don't want to pour money into Michigan coffers, honestly. And plus, they're crazier than Illinois, even with the lockdown. So I don't know that it would be all that fun in the first place. I'm sure we can find somewhere else that's a little more open, right? A little more. If it's in Illinois, then yeah, no. I honestly don't even want to. I hate going through Illinois. Friends of mine have asked me to do favors for driving and whatnot. Hey, can you take us here? Can you pick us up there? Blah, blah, blah. And there you go. Push me out of a good plane. Here's the thing. She does want to go skydiving. She just doesn't want to do it in March with like that. They were supposed to do it when Orion turned 18, but with the lockdown and everything, they just didn't. Hopefully next year, because you can't do it. Donovan really wants to do it, but you have to be 18. Which, I mean, I get it with insurance and liability and whatnot, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure something out. I'm hoping that we can get something interesting enough. Yeah, that's the thing about Illinois, and I hate going to Illinois. I went to help some guys that I know with they had to deliver some vehicles to west suburbs of Chicago and then drive them home. And I detest going to Illinois. I hate it. The laws are stupid. The people are stupid. Just the whole thing is ridiculous. I detest it. So, oh, okay. Yeah, Star Rock's in Illinois. Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But I think that there was one more thing that I wanted to show you, but I've lost it. Let me see if I can find it real quick, because where did it go? Oh, so have you guys heard that France is actually, let's see, here it is. Boop. Paris. The threat is said to be existential. It fuels secessionism, gnaws at national unity, abets Islamism, attacks France's intellectual cultural heritage. The threat, quote, certain social science theories entirely imported from the United States, said President Emmanuel Macron. Will American ideas tear France apart? Some of its leaders think so. So, if you can believe, France is angry that the U.S. has lefties. You can't make this stuff up. The people who are not even living up to their own Paris Climate Accord are angry at us. And there really is a lot more that I wanted to show you, but we'll get to it. Let's see here. Oh yeah. So South Bend Community Relations Committee held a virtual meeting Tuesday night to discuss a variety of topics, including the Breathe Act, a bill that many cities across the country are trying to pass. Black Lives Matter South Bend asking council to pass the bill. There's all kinds of stuff going on. And you know what? Matt says Notre Dame wasn't an accident. That would not surprise me. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to get deep into the rabbit hole, but I will tell you that there is very, very little that is going on right now that is an accident. Very, very little. I am absolutely sold on the fact that there are no such thing as coincidences. Put it that way. A bill would allow tech companies to create governments. I'm going to give you the link for that because it's well worth reading. And this is of many such articles lately of things that are going all the wrong way. Planned legislation to establish new business areas in Nevada would allow technology companies to effectively form separate local governments. Democratic Governor Steve Sisolak announced a plan to launch so-called innovation zones in Nevada to jumpstart the state's economy by attracting technology firms. The zones would permit companies with large areas of land to form governments carrying the same authority as counties, including the ability to impose taxes, form school districts and courts, and provide government services. So I want you to really stop and think about what this means. You know how on these futuristic shows where corporations are essentially governments, you have this corporation versus that corporation. This is it. This is the beginning. Corporations already have entirely too much power. Now in Nevada, they can be their own government, their own towns, cities, counties. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. And Tammy says, you know what? I agree. I don't know if you guys have seen, I didn't even watch the impeachment. I'm going to be honest, but I'm going to tell you this. I find it extremely upsetting to see the quotes that are like, oh, Trump absolutely incited. And people eat it up. They eat it up. None of these people have gone back and actually read the actual transcript from the speech or watched the actual speech. They're in it. He specifically says we need peace. If you look at the timeline, which I have, if people actually watched the speech, they did not have time to get to the Capitol to break in. It's just not possible. So the people that were involved in the Capitol break-in, riot, whatever you want to call it, were already there. They were already in the process of doing it when he's telling people, we need peace, go home. And, you know, Dave, that's actually a good point. It does. If that's going to be the case, if you allow corporations to create government, then why can't we as citizens be exempt from this stuff? And is it then the United States the corporation, which is a whole other thing. We are indeed a corporation, but people don't want to talk about that. It's all let's see here. It was the same thing with Ford when they were almost self-sufficient. All they needed was rubber, and scientists beat him to it. Rubber was a very hot commodity. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. It's history repeats itself. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And speaking of, let me show you this because I think you've already seen it, but let me see if I can find it. They're not going to call it this, but let me see if I can find it. So, of course, no, this isn't it. Let me see if I can find it. Basically, I'm just going to put it out there. So there are these people. Here it is. This still isn't exactly the thing that I was looking for, but remember the guy, the PBS lawyer that was exposed by Project Veritas as wanting re-education camps for Republican children, right? He got fired. Okay. Here's the problem. Yeah, this employee no longer works for PBS. Great. Here's the problem. This is not the end of this, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't even remotely the end. The reason they fired this guy was because he got caught, not because they don't agree with him. Let me see if I can find it. Dang, where's it at? Let's see if it takes me to. Dang, I can't seem to find it right now, but I will. Anyway, essentially, it is these people talking about, these people are essentially, they're talking about conservatives and how conservatives are, especially pro-Trump conservatives, need to be re-educated. They need to be deprogrammed. That's the beginning of the camps that this guy was talking about. It's just softer language. It's the same thing. Let's be very clear. It's the same thing. This deprogramming that they're talking about, just like the lists, all this stuff is nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And since when does believing different than someone else make you a threat? It's mind-numbing. It's absolutely incredible the amount of crap that people want to believe in because they're told to, because they watch MSNBC, CNN, hell, even Fox News. It's well past time for people to realize that we live in a country that values different opinions, that values free speech. Just because I think AOC is insane doesn't mean she doesn't have the right to speak. Just like I think Bernie Sanders is a socialist doesn't mean he can't say these things, because there are plenty of people that will listen to him. Just because you hate Donald Trump, not you, but someone else hates Donald Trump, doesn't mean he doesn't have the right to speak. And therein, there is a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. Hate speech here's the thing, is hate speech even something that should be crushed? Something that's sad? Yeah. Here, that's why I wanted to lighten it up. He's just always talking about some pretty sad news. I try to put some light stuff in there. I'll try to get some more upbeat stuff for the next one. We'll see. But yeah, Dion's Debbie Downing. Try to get some more positive stuff. I did want to show you though, because I think it's important that we understand. I think that I couldn't find. Oh, hold on. I forgot to show you this. This is also part of the UN, right? Listen to this. Disarmament, Demobilization, and Reintegration Officer. Duty Station, New York, right? Political Peace and Humanitarian. Disarmament, Demobilization, and Reintegration Officer. Yes, indeed. So, I don't know. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a very, very interesting few months. I'll say this: all the people that were clamoring up and down and "Yay, Biden won! Yay, Biden won!" especially these labor unions, have all of a sudden gone, yeah, we're not all that happy anymore because he cost us thousands of jobs. Get what you deserve is all I can say. So I'll see you again soon. Like I said, I'm working on the rebranding, working on changing some stuff around. I got to get my background done up. I'm going to get my bookcase in there and start putting my goodies on it. But I'll see you all again very soon. Hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining me tonight. And I got some good stuff coming up. You got a good point with kind of the downer stories. We're going to get some more positive stuff coming in, and I got some interviews that'll be coming up. So I think it'll be a more positive experience. Sorry, guys. Hey, you too. Everybody, keep your head up. This is, so you know, this is far from over. So I want to end with this. So apparently the Supreme Court is coming up now with the election lawsuits. Now, we were told, all that's over, right? Let's see. Supreme Court. It's coming. Where is it? I thought it was supposed to be the end of, like February 16th, something like that. Mid-February conference. Is this it? I'm trying to get you the date. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't have the date in this, but I know it's supposed to be in mid-February. The Supreme Court is going to hear these cases. I am personally extremely excited because this will be the opportunity. All these people that are saying, "Oh, there's no evidence, there's no evidence, there's no evidence." This will be the opportunity for that evidence to be laid on the floor in front of everyone, and I hope people are paying attention. And you're absolutely right. The best is yet to come. Thank you. I want to end that on a positive note because it is. It is. The best is definitely yet to come, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. See you soon. God bless you. God bless Indiana. And God bless the United States of America.
If you'd like to support the show, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/Dion's Daily Dose. This has been Dion's Daily Dose, hosted by Dion Bergeron. Executive producers Sean Holgram and Michael Beebe. Copyright 2021. Dion's Daily Dose, all rights reserved.